Hey, 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 it's Mike Duffy here checking in from DontGetHacked.ca.com, Don't Get Hacked AE, as well as there you go. I got some feedback because I forgot to turn off the speakers. Anyway, I'm just checking in. It's Sunday, tons of stuff to get ready to do. We're like on our 8-day countdown to Dubai. I'm just gonna go verify. Instagram is, I think, way behind. So, okay, I'm gonna restart that anyway. Playing around with the screens so I can go. I've been using this software for like a year and I haven't really figured out all of the features yet, but it's always fun testing out new stuff and then seeing what the playback quality is like. So again, introduction, I'm Mike Duffy from Don't Get Hacked. We're a 24/7 global cybersecurity company. We have we can solve all your PC and Mac technical problems, issues with your Android, iOS, and iPhone, all that fun stuff. As well as, we've got a ton like, decades of cybersecurity protection and, recovery experience. We deal with a lot of different, um, size clients, so everybody from retail stores to we've done oil and gas consulting in the past and we've just done a whole bunch of industry consulting in the past, and also dealing with computer problems for small to medium business owners here in Canada. So that's my experience, about almost 20 years of that experience now. And Don't Get Hacked is a brand new brand. 2 years ago, actually, just a little bit over two, back in August 2021, we started providing cybersecurity and home theater and computer technology support under the brand Don't Get Hacked. So that is my introduction. I'm also, for the last 2 years, been producing my own content and helping other business owners produce their content for MupoEntertainment.com, which is a full service entertainment company. And so we can help a lot of people at Mupo with broadcasting their message, learning to broadcast your message, learning how to get on, really building the podcast from the ground up, which is a ton of work. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy work because or somebody else talking. So audio podcast is one level, video podcast is like I'm not gonna say it's 10 times harder because it likely is 10 times harder because it's video and it's really intimidating sometimes to get started and to do the daily discipline to record yourself. So I've been recording myself for a really long time, but it wasn't always being aired every day, and I just said, "You know what? Let's do it." So, the weekend rundown is we've got 8 days. Yeah, 8 days to go, and, I'm just gonna switch my screen out. So, we've got a Calgary office, and we also have an office in Dubai. Those offices currently are by appointment only, so if you want to show up in person, you book the service call through calling our phone number on WhatsApp or cellular or text to 403-471-8082. You'll see it on your screen, and that's how you book the service call with us. If it's remote, you don't need to know where we are because we're either at home or at somebody's office or in our vehicle. If you want us to come to you, then you supply us the address, and if we have the on-site capability, depending on the day or when you want that service call, we will book somebody on site for you, and if you wanna meet us at the office, there's a Calgary office and there's an office in Dubai. Simple to book the service call. If you call us and you get the receptionist, they will take your credit card and they will book you a service call and confirm with the technician, and then the technician will double confirm with you if that really works or if we have to reschedule a little bit based on timing. Because anyway, so I just wanted you to have this is a new, my new background for LinkedIn, so I think it's really clear and concise. All bookings go through Mike Duffy at DontGetHacked. We got the Calgary office, we got the Dubai office. 24/7, somebody answers the phone if you call the 403-471-8082. We do have a bunch of 1-800 numbers for different countries. At the end of the day, all those phone numbers go to the call center, so you're not gonna be talking to me, you won't be talking to one of my technicians, you'll be talking to a 24/7 call center that we have in Calgary. Once they verify you want a service call, then it's booked and we get the details. If you wanna talk to us, then we're gonna end up giving you, the technicians call you back. Everything goes through the call center unless you're booking online. DontGetHacked.ca is up as a website, DontGetHacked.com is up as a website, and DontGetHacked.ae is up as a website. So, booking for every country that we're dealing with currently, and it's a weekend rundown. I just want, I spent we've got new trainees out there and new technical guys providing on-site services. Those are the training guys out there. First couple days of them going out and doing service calls by themselves, and we're just dealing with the feedback from customers right now because 'cause I'm 8 days away from flying off for a month and building new relationships over in Dubai, so I've got people filling in for me when I'm gone. Some people are happy about that, some are not. At the end of the day, I'm running a business, I don't really care. If you're calling us for service, you're gonna get whatever technician I assign to you. But at the end of the day, it's all backed by my promise that we'll be able to help you out and fix everything that you ask us to fix. But we got some teaching moments because customers end up calling me and asking me questions about the technician after the technician's been there. The technician calls me and asks me questions about the customers and the situations that they run into. So we're gonna do a little bit quick rundown because I was on the phone a lot yesterday for a couple hours reviewing service calls with end technicians and with customers because this is new for me. I haven't had anybody doing on-site service calls for me in, like, over 2 and a bit years, about that, a little bit over 2 years. So, we've got new customers, they've been using me for 2 years, and now I gotta pass the torch to somebody else. Well, I'm still helping, it's just I'm not physically gonna be there, but regardless, teachable moments. I'll come down to 10X book. I'm gonna take the screen off. So, a lot of, teachable moments directly out of 10X. If you haven't seen the book before, 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Um, just a lot of teachable moments from reviewing what went on with service calls yesterday. It's really just communication things, right? But, mm, people asking you to do more work or people asking for a better deal or this or that, like, all these, when you're new to doing being an on-site service provider, um some weird conversations come up, customers may say things that you don't agree with or whether it's politics, blah, 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 blah. There's a whole bunch of things people bring up in the normal day-to-day conversations that you may not be used to if you haven't been providing on-site service in their house before, or even on the phone, regardless, you're having communications with people and you just never know what's gonna drop out of their mouth. Can be really offensive, can be racist, can be, you know dropping F-bombs, like, it's just you never really know how your conversation with the customer is gonna go. Obviously, if they're having conversation with you, they're comfortable with you, but then all the fun things that come up, anyway. But the great thing is they all show up in this book. So, there's a lot of, I'm like, "Oh, wait, this conversation you've had with the customer technician, this is what Grant Cardone points out." And of course, my requirement for anybody to work for me is to be reading the 10X rule as well as go through Cardone University and just keep implementing the principles daily and testing yourself. So, um, it just I find it quite amusing that after having, separate conversation with the technician and a separate conversation with the customer, and things are popping up or just coming up, and I'm like, this is the way it is because of this. And, when I'm referring to the 10X rule for the technician, I'm like, "Oh, so this situation you ran into with the client is pretty much, um, you know, when you're finished reading the 10X rule and reviewing it and then going through Cardone University, all these situations with end customers end up popping up in one of the teachings that, is throughout Cardone University." So anyway, I was like, "Well, hey, I've got the experience to point people in the right direction," and I just laugh a lot of things off because I know that at the end of the day, you're learning, customers learning, I'm learning. I don't have the right answer for every type of situation that we run into because we just run into a lot of funny situations with people and technology and their expectations of technology, and you can't always point out that the end user is the problem, but for some computer users, they are the problem, and you have to learn how to kinda Um, teach a client how to, make a list of problems that they have, because some are not really problems, it's just the technology doesn't work the way they expect it to. They don't know how to input their, prompts properly. That was a to ChatGPT and AI. But, just because there's so much stuff involved in technology and so many different situations you're gonna run into that, anyway, 10X rule comes in really handy when you're talking to, people about relationships and trying to give them teachable moments where they're like, "I mean, the reason you keep running into this situation is because this is, you know, what's going on in these people's lives, and, you have to acknowledge it and then just kind of adapt to that." You know, there's a hurdle, there's a variable, there is objections, and you can even, there's just all this kind of stuff that goes on when you're dealing with the end user providing customer service to a city of 1.5 million people. And then, who, a anyway, anyway, I am gonna go, it's Sunday, it's like yeah, so I've been working on some other stuff, haven't done any editing today, but I want to make sure I did this live, just my daily diary of a hacker breakdown of, what we do every day to build a global cybersecurity company. We're building it because we got a 1-year lease on an office space in Dubai, so we have to go back to visit Dubai and go check out a bunch of finished paperwork and go set up our office and do everything else that I am told to do when I get there, and then go meet people and hand out, business cards and have as many podcast interviews as possible. So, um and that's what I have to go edit, is the rest of season 3 and season 4 of Business Speed Dating with Magic Mike. That's me. So anyway, I gotta go back and finish some editing, but, I thought I'd take a break and do a live. I haven't done a live yet today, and I've got the girls, my family learning how to do editing and playing with Canva and all that fun stuff because we just need to keep cranking out the content. I get better at it and figure out what people actually watch. So anyway, have a good one.